Everybody, we are back with another pickup video, and today we're going to be checking out some Nintendo portable pickups that we got. And without further ado, let's hop right into what we got. So let's start off with, we'll go with the Game Boy Color carts that we got, and then we'll go through the traditional Game Boy, we'll hop into Game Boy Advance, and then DS, and so on. But let's start off. What do we got for our first cartridge here? We got Monsters, Inc. for the Game Boy Color, Tarzan from Disney, Dave Mirra BMX. That's a cool game, actually. We got Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. We got Croc 2. We just got straight up Harry Potter. And we got Lego Island 2. Now let's hop into some classic Game Boy games that we got. We got the original Frogger, Pac-Man. This was a favorite of mine as a kid. We got Castlevania The Adventure, Tetris. Actually, I had picked up 2 copies of that, so we got 2 copies of Tetris on this haul. Super Mario Land 2. This was absolutely epic when it came out, especially when you compared it to the original, which is Super Mario Land. The original, I liked this one a lot. It had a lot more flavor to it. It was, if I was to compare this to an actual, NES game, we would say this would be Super Mario Bros. 1, and this would be like Super Mario Bros. 3. That's how significant the changes were to the game. Another favorite of mine when I was a child was this Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. We got World Bowling, Sports Illustrated Championship Football and Baseball, 2-for-1. So a lot of these games I've never even played before, and a lot of them I actually had it as a child. So we got another Game Boy Color cartridge that made it in here. We got Rayman, Bugs Life. This is, let me see if I can, Raging Fighter. So some of them is a little blurry. We got Ultra Golf. This was Double Dribble 5-on-5. Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. I didn't even know this game existed, honestly. Blades of Steel. Pretty solid adaptation to Game Boy from the NES version. We got Wario Land, which is very similar to Super Mario Land 3, which is very similar to Super Mario Land 2. Not a lot was changed in regards to that aspect. Final Fantasy Adventure, a must-have for the Game Boy. Metroid 2, Return of Samus. I guess if I was to say there would be like the ultimate pickups for this, it would definitely probably be, let's see here. Zelda for sure, Final Fantasy, Metroid, definitely Super Mario Land 2. Definitely Tetris, and probably like Castlevania. Like if you were to get like 6 games for this system, I would recommend you pick up these 6 for sure. You got Tetris, Metroid 2, Final Fantasy Adventure, Link's Awakening. You got Super Mario Land 2, and then you got Castlevania: The Adventure. Those are definitely the must-6 to pick up for the regular Game Boy system. Let's move all these carts out of the way for everything else. And lastly, for the system, we got Torpedo Range. A game I've never heard of, never even played. So, now we're going to hop into some Game Boy Advance carts that I got pulling over here. We got The Lord of the Rings, Return of the King. The Game Boy Advance. Got Narnia. Now, this is a new game that I have never played or heard of until I picked up this. I don't know if you'd call it a bootleg, but it's definitely, it says Nintendo on the back. It has a HGB 002. So I did get this from overseas, so I don't, it could be real. I don't know if it's real or not. A lot of this stuff could be faked. Usually they don't have this on the back. This is usually just blank right here. But yeah, it's Mother 3. So pretty cool. And I mean, they even went down. If they did, I mean, they went down to the label and everything. So, but yeah, pretty cool. Definitely. I mean, a fan of Earthbound, so that game was definitely worth checking out. I got SpongeBob, Creature from the Krusty Krab. A lot of interesting games came with this particular pickup. We got the Namco Museum, Texas Hold'em Poker. Ooh, the next few are some really solid favorites. We got Super Mario Bros. 3, which is a Super Mario Advance 4. We have the classic series of Metroid, which is awesome. So it's basically you being able to play Metroid on the go, which is great. Classic series for Zelda. And what do we got here? Zelda 2, The Adventures of Link. And then we got, this was tossed in there too. This is called a Super Card. So the Super Card takes mini SD cards on the top here, which you can preload up with all your, basically they're going to be GBA ROMs. Only legally, obviously. Do not use ROMs illegally. Only use the ROMs for the games that you actually have paid for. But yeah, you basically can load this up with all your ROMs. So if you were going on a trip, for example, and you didn't want to take all of your cartridges with you, you could basically load them all up onto this SD card. Since you legally would have the cart, you could possess the ROM, and then yeah, load up your SD card, take it on the road with you, which is pretty cool. So the Game Boy Advance SP SD card. So let's hop into some of the Nintendo DS games that we got too, and then we'll go into some of the handheld consoles and some of the accessories for those that we got as well, and then we'll pop a couple games into some of the consoles and see how they are. So let's hop into that. We got Clubhouse games. Clubhouse games? Yep, just Clubhouse games. Interior designer. Definitely geared towards kids. In this hall, we got Puppy Palace. So this one was one that I did notice. Pony Friends. I know it sounds interesting now with 6 new mini breeds of ponies, but no, it was this top corner part right here. It says GameStop exclusive, power to the players. So this is legit a GameStop exclusive to the DS. So that's pretty cool to have a copy of that in this pickup. We got Nintendogs, Dash Hound and Friends. Puzzler collection. So I imagine these are all word searches and over 2,000 puzzles. We got the Namco Museum for the DS. We got Pac-Man, Galaga, Dig Dug, Xevious. What else we got here? The Tower Up Drudge. Never heard of that. Mappy, Galaxian, Pac-Man Verse. Pretty cool. SpongeBob Atlantis SquarePants. You got Tak, the Great Juju Challenge. Zoo Tycoon for the DS. Pretty cool. Design your own zoo. You got Indiana Jones, the original adventure. The Lego version. Pretty cool. They put all that on there. We got another fun one. This is a fan favorite of mine. This is the Animal Crossing Wild World. This one actually, yeah, this is complete with all the packing material. This is great. Somebody's phone number. It's got the manual and everything. That's pretty cool. So, a complete Animal Crossing Wild World. A sealed copy of Nicktoons MLB. So a brand new copy of Nicktoons MLB. Speaking of sealed and new, we got Ready Set Grover with Elmo, which comes with some kind of a pen or a lanyard pen. Oh, well, that's cool. The cartridge is just kind of tossed in there. And you got a Grover pen, you got the booklet, and it looks like some kind of old school coupons for some toys. That's pretty cool. Put all that back in there though. It's an interesting little set that they give you there. I wonder if the pen has something to do with the gameplay. If you have to take notes or something. Or maybe it's just a weird gift to give somebody, like a kid, I don't know. Especially if you don't want people, I don't think it's a stylus, is it? Oh yeah, it is a stylus. Okay, cool. So it's just a stylus. That's cool. I thought it was a pen, but yeah, it's a stylus. So that's neat. It's a little oversized, so you gotta use the lanyard, I imagine, to carry it around with you, but... Mario Party DS. A sealed copy of Super Monkey Ball Touch and Roll. Very cool. Escape the Museum. We got Barbie Horse Adventures. You'd be surprised. You'd laugh, but something like this definitely fetch a pretty penny. I know the Wii version alone is anywhere between $20 to $30, especially if it's new. It could fetch more than that. So we got 2 copies. Dose Brain Ages. We got Brain Age 2. Brain Boost Beta Wave. Brain Boost Gamma Wave. A lot of brain stuff. Puzzles, they were very popular for the DS. Astro Boy, the video game. My Ballet Studio. Probably an actual rare game on the system. Big Bang Mini. Hamster's Life. Very interesting. Reminds me of that scene from Dinner for Schmucks. Neopets Puzzle Adventure. Rollin' Rascals. Paws and Claws Pampered Pets. And lastly we got Fossil Fighters. And that's the last of our cartridges that we got. Now let's see what we got here in regards to consoles. And we do have a, well actually let's start from the end. We'll go from the very beginning. We'll start with the Game Boy Color. That's what we had with the console pickups. And let's see here. Okay, so we do got power. So let's choose a game over here. This is a Game Boy Color, so let's pop out, put Rayman in there. Nice. Legit. That's like legit color right there. That works pretty good. Oh, great, you could skip through everything. This is perfect. Pretty cool. This is a cool port of Rayman. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. I know you probably couldn't see that too good, but it's a pretty decent port of Rayman for the Game Boy Color, and I believe it came with some accessories. It came with like this Game Boy Color travel bag. Came with this Game Boy Color little pouch here to travel with it as well. And then we also had gotten a Game Genie with it, with the original book inside, which is pretty cool. And then it's got the little Game Genie codes. So, for example, let's go to, like, let's do Tetris. So basically, you would scroll through here and look for, you know, whatever Tetris code you want, and then you would basically just put this code in once you come up on the loading screen. I did like how it comes with the little holder on the back. This is designed for the original Game Boy, and not so much designed for the Game Boy Color, but it still works. You can still stick it directly in there and play a game. Let's toss on Blades of Steel. That's right, you gotta load these in backwards. It's all coming back now. Let's see if it loads up the Game Genie. There you go. And then, yeah, you would go through and check out exactly what codes you wanted for the Game Genie and just put them in there, basically. So that was pretty cool. I like the Game Genie on that. That's pretty neat. We got the Game Boy Advance. This one was like purplish colors, just matched same color as the GameCube. So let's grab a Game Boy game here. Let's see what we got here. Let's see if we can do, let's try Mother. We'll put in Mother 3. If anybody knows anything about the Mother 3 for the Game Boy Advance, put them in the comments below. So now this, press any button to continue, has no backlight at all, just like the other Game Boy Color. Game Boy Player. So basically it looks like, it looks basically just like a Earthbound, but it's like a SNES version of, for handheld, basically. Jeez, it's just like Earthbound is asking you to name everybody. It's gonna ask me my favorite food. So it looks very similar to the SNES version of Earthbound. While it's going through that, we're going to check out this little cage that came with it as well, which is a travel style, I imagine, case for a light when you're on the go. There we go. Let's see if it helps out any. It looks ridiculous. It's like life support for this Game Boy Advance. It does help, especially when you do it to the side like that. But you really have like limited space here with your thumbs when it's like that, because when it's anywhere beyond this, it immediately gets glare on the screen. Just like as you can see that the glare just goes directly right onto the screen, and that's all you're looking at is the reflection there. But the backlit is good, especially somewhere like that. Especially you don't plan on moving a lot. You're not playing like Primal Rage or Mortal Kombat or something. Then you're not going to have really an issue in regards to like lots of rapid thumb movements. But playing a game like this is going to be pretty simple in regards to you playing this with ease. So that's cool. Let's move on to the next console that we got. That was pretty neat. Let's turn it off first. In the middle of a cutscene, of course. And that would be, we got the Advanced SP right here, which is pretty cool. This is more like the little handheld lap version. So we'll put a nice, actually, you know what? You know which one looks real good in here? We'll go with Super Mario 3. So, this is the Cobalt color. Let's see if we got a charge on it. Might not. Oh. I have a charge on it. That's the backlight, I believe. Pretty cool. Corrupt that info. No backlight at all. Pretty cool, huh? Pretty good graphics too. Basically, again, very similar to a Super... Geez, that glare is horrible. Very similar to a Super Nintendo portable on the go, which is cool. I do like the SP. I like how it folds up like that versus having something big and bulky. You could just have something that's chill and polite and just chilling in your pocket. I do like that one a lot. And that one did come with... I believe it came with this little Pokemon Emerald version. Yeah, this was for the SP Flip as well, and then it also came with this backpack for the SP, which is interesting. It's like a little backpack. Well, it's actually a real backpack, but totally 90s. I don't know anybody who's going to be sporting this little mini backpack anymore. And lastly, I got two DS, Nintendo DS's with this one. This is the Nintendo DSi, and this one is the DS Lite. I did notice that the DS Lite has this like front area in regards to it being able to play the advanced SP games. So, you know, basically when this thing's loaded up, let's see if we can. Here, we'll just snatch out Mario 3. So you got Mario 3 in the front like that, and then we'll toss Fossil Fighters in the back. So you got the thing loaded up with two games. So this has a powered backlit. So you should be able to see this one. And then it gives you a choice. At the bottom, obviously, you have a choice for Fossil Fighters or start GBA game. So let's start the GBA game. Let's see what Mario 3 looks like on the... The volume is night and day, but you also got the speakers. I do like how it's set up like the old Game & Watch games, which is pretty cool. Definitely. This is totally Mario. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Let's see, how did we get back to... Let's check out Fossil Fighters. Or Mary Jane is. Okay, cool. It's a double screen. Cool. Let's go with this person's game who's already started. Oh, that's cool how it uses both screens. That's pretty neat. So it looks like we have like a larger map up here, and then we have the playable area here at the bottom. But the DS is totally cool. This is definitely neat the way that this has evolved from this. The backlit display is super sick. I do like how they have that. And then this is the eye, which has the camera on the back. And the charger's a little different, as you can see here. Chargers are way different. Buttons are not as bumpery. These are more sleek, almost like a cell phone. So we're gonna check this one out. Let's see if we have any. We'll do Pampered Pets. Pampered Pets for old time's sake. Check this one out. See if we got any battery. It's got an SD card slot on the side here. Volume buttons on the side, and then you got your stylus over here just like the other one. So it doesn't look like really, it's just a little bit sleeker. It's more like a cell phone or a smartphone. This one looks like it's totally dead. So that one's totally dead, but it's definitely the same as the DS Lite in regards to what you see on the screens. It's just more so the body of it and the internals are a little bit tweaked and a little bit better. But this week's pickup was just solely for the Nintendo portables, and that's really what this was all about. So it's cool that most of these came with chargers already. This was the only one that didn't have a charger, maybe did and just died. So, but anyway, if you like this review and you like this pickup, give this video a thumbs up. We want more content like this. We do pickups every Thursday. Sometimes it's video games, sometimes it's board games. It's always just games. That's all I can tell you. But yeah, if you want more content like this, subscribe to this channel and have a great rest of your evening.